Hello, summoners! Welcome to another pulse pounding.
Oh, whoops, I almost forgot about those.
Yep. Lightning inducing. Tower ascending. Very, very, very special episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the traveling AztecOlmec. But it wouldn't be a proper episode if I didn't have the summoning Lightstar 777 with me. Lightstar summoned his Aztec Olmec.
I did.
So that we can do the show.
And just remember, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to... Well, anyways, you know.
Remember. Anyway, I traveled to see this guy, among other things. I had some, unusual, interesting things to do in Florida. So I was like, you know what? We're going to do the show live from Orlando, Florida.
From my living room!
I think this is the first time we've done the show like in the same zip code, in the same vicinity, in the same place. So I'm super excited to be right here with the Lightstar 777. I am the Aztec Olmec, and this is a Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War.
Impromptu edition.
Yep, absolutely.
No subjects, no plan.
No plan.
Just us.
We're just gonna, do summoning things. We're gonna do gacha things. We're gonna talk some Genshin. We're gonna talk some Summoner's War, and we're gonna talk to each other in person, which very rarely happens.
Chef's kiss.
But it's happening today. Guess what? It's happening, and we are.
Your siege battle started.
And my siege battle did start. So I gotta join that in.
Look, there's even a notification.
Notification.
I don't let any game tell me notifications.
Shout out to
I'll play the game when I want to.
Exactly.
Play the game.
Big shout out to Rashi Boshi, who is the guild leader for the Loads of Fail guild that I'm in. But yeah, man,
you're in Rashi Boshi's guild. I can't believe I forgot about that.
I actually am, but he's the only one that puts up with my shenanigans. So I'm pretty sure no other guild is gonna be like, you know what, this dude, get him out of here.
You know what? Something I just noticed in the frame as I was adjusting this for us to be sitting next to one another. Yeah, I realized that the graphic is my ears decapitated like Evander Holyfield,
fighting Mike Tyson. Oh man! So for all the people that think we just do live streams and we don't actually know each other, we are we actually
really here.
I'm really here. Yeah, exactly. So just to recap, if you've never even heard of us or seen the show, we've been friends for over a decade. I moved to Florida from New Jersey way back in 2002 or so, and this gentleman kept me sane in the wilds of Orlando and in Florida, and I really love him for that. And we've stayed friends even though I've relocated back to Jersey. But what we do here is we talk about geek stuff, we talk about games, we talk about sci-fi shows, we talk about movies, all of it, comics, anything that is considered what I like to call geek culture. That's what we do here in Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. But yes, we play a lot of Summoner's War. We go to a lot of the events. We are definitely in the Summoner's War community, and we really like it there.
And we like to consider ourselves like dolphin fish, like mahi-mahi. Not real whales, but we play dolphins, ones on TV. That kind of thing.
We throw some change at Come to Us and Mihoyo, just to keep things interesting,
lively, as it were.
So what we did right before we went on stream is Ken is a very, very avid Star Trek fan, and the shirt right here, of course. But we went through his photo album with all of his autographs and such like that, and just really one of a kind photos with some of the Star Trek cast and such like that, and just made me very, very jealous. One, two, because I'm I would say a middling Star Trek. I do love Star Trek, but I'm a middling Star Trek fan. And
there's few of us who've hugged Scott Bakula. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
And you know,
with permission.
What I love is
like chase him down.
Ken fills in the blanks of a lot of the questions I have about Star Trek because he's very, very well versed in it. So it's really great to have this walking encyclopedia.
Hold on. This is a Rashi Boshi.
For what it's worth, your ear was delivered. Mike Tyson told me. Shout out to you, Rashi Boshi. Long-time listener, big friend of the show, and we just love you.
I heard my ear was a bit gamey, though.
Need some truff. We need some truff.
Need some truff. It's over there. It's gone. But that is honey truffle sea salt.
Oh.
I'm just going with the theme here.
This episode is sponsored by Truff, the truffle hot sauce that you need.
If only it was.
Man,
Truff, if you were not the biggest, truffle-related hot sauce company in the world, that never will know I exist.
And just a story about our hats. I attended the 2017 the 2017 Summoners War Championships in New York. And got a couple of hats, and some merch and such like that. And Ken was like, "Wow, those hats are awesome. I wish I was in New York and could get one." And I was like, "Dude, I'm gonna bring you one." And that was literally 2017. It is. I think it's 2022. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Who knows?
Fact checked, please. If it is 2022, so that was at least 5 years ago.
2022.
So he just got his hat. He just got his hat from 20. So even in our logos, we're both wearing the hats because obviously I've come to Florida before and we've but I think this is the first time we were both wearing our hats in the actual live stream, and I am just like elated and over the moon of finally delivering his Summoners War hat to him. But I just wanted a quick recap because some people have no idea what this show is about. It's definitely about all things
It's much like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing and everything all at the same time.
And everything wrapped up. It's everything and nothing all wrapped up. Shout out to Shannon Ambrosia with the Everything and Nothing podcast, that I actually, worked on also. But man, we're obviously different people with very similar interests. And I think that is just something that can bring the world together. We all have our fandoms, we all have our different interests, and regardless of where we were born or what color or what religion you are, we can
all get down with the woo.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only the Wu-Tang Clan, but Star Trek, Star Wars.
Right.
All of these different things that millions of people have fandom with. You could have the same level of fandom with someone that is completely different from you.
I don't see you farming. You should always be farming.
What was it?
ABF?
Always be farming. Let me take care of that.
Yeah.
Let's do some Giants.
Giants, okay. Yes, classic Tales time.
We gotta be like Nelly the God and
ABF
farm all day, all night.
All day, every day.
If I didn't have enough, what's his favorite quote? If I didn't bring enough damage. I didn't bring enough damage.
Yeah. Like he does not believe in non-cleave. It's cleave,
cleave all day.
It's cleave for life. Cleave for life.
So we have a bunch of friends in the Summoners War community. JD the Gamer, Nelly the God, of course. Rashi Boshi, of course.
DSC Justin.
He
had a great haul.
I'm
gonna pull this up here while you're talking.
Please,
but
of course, Evan.
You get to see how organized I am sometimes.
Let's do it. But yeah, we have some good connections in the Summoners War community. Of course, Evan, Seppi, of course, Gigi, Gianna is a big supporter.
DSC Justin God, Druid, Sky Surfer, Occult Girl, Beast Monk, Totemist, Sky Surfer, Berenice, Weapon Master, Totemist. So all of that, and that was quite the haul.
Freakish.
And let's see, he had 2 2021 scrolls. He had the Transcendent Summoning Piece one, the Legendary Attribute, 16 Legendary Scrolls, 46 L&D, plus probably like another, 20 summons of L&D. 92 water, 69 fire, 311 wind, 245 mystics. So.
Excellent. So usually,
clap those cheeks. That is the Nelly originals. Clap those cheeks.
Now we do a couple of things in the show. We definitely do some summoning. We definitely talk patch notes and updates that when they come out.
Except when we forget to read them. But somebody usually will tell us.
Yeah, one of our Discorderlies, which is our Discord people.
Or we'll happen upon a video where somebody talks about it and we're like, oh, hey, did you know? There's something I noticed when I was, that you can multi-select trash to put into the things now. So
wow.
Yeah, you can auto-select and all that. It was nice. I know it's silly, but I like that.
It's not silly. These little quality of life improvements... because I can remember, quote-unquote, old-school Summoners War, before there was a labyrinth, before there was all these other things that
I played before there was a lab.
Old school! You know what I mean? So, it is so refreshing to see all of... Summoners War is about, 8 years now?
Mm-hmm.
We're coming upon...
May.
May, yep. We're coming upon the 8-year anniversary. And one, how many games last for 8 years? Two, how many games
Fantasy.
Reward you for
You weren't asking.
No, it was rhetorical.
Rhetorical.
Especially gacha games. Some gacha games don't even get out of beta. Summoners War has been around for 8 years, which is amazing.
I wonder if a game called Gacha that was a gacha game would be popular, or would is it too on the nose? Is it just you're just your tempting fate by just being like, we're a gacha game.
Guess what? We're a gacha.
I gotcha.
But what I really want to shout out is the engines between us. We're both married to amazing women. My wife plays Summoners War also. Her gamer tag is Leo and Danny, and she's just the engine behind not only this show but everything that I do. Ken's married also to an amazing... She doesn't play Summoners War, but she's still great. She's still amazing.
She's on my friends list. I got her to download the game once.
She got her to download the game once.
3 years ago. I've thought about playing her account for her, just to,
just for as a baby account, yeah, as a second account. I hear you.
Somehow I feel like it'll be more poignant if I ever get her to play again.
Exactly. But they're the engines behind us, and we always shout them out, on every show.
Gotcha was a NES game.
Oh, it was? Oh, wow. Rashi Boshi just schooled us, of course, that Gotcha was an NES game. But, man, this is just a rundown about, what we do on the show, the kind of stuff that we go. We also play, other games, of course. We're lifelong gamers since probably Atari, which, one button, one joystick,
I thought I was fancy when my Atari had the button on the thumbstick. Yeah. I had 2 options for where I hit the button. Yeah, I was...
Button did the same thing, but you had the option.
I had the option of thumb or other thumb.
So we've seen the evolution of gaming, and we're just so happy that it's such a mainstream thing. Because remember, video games were a really niche
fringe culture.
Yeah. So, but now it is.
It is our time.
Yeah, for real. It's mainstream. It is absolutely normal for guys in their 40s to play games, which really wasn't the case, in the 80s and maybe even the early 90s. But regardless, gaming culture has evolved into this huge thing, this huge worldwide thing.
Used to Sega Genesis controller in his 2600. Oh, baller move there, bud.
2600. See, Atari 2600.
My mom and I used to play the game Maze Craze all the time. It was her favorite game.
Excellent. See, children of gamers, you know what I mean? So, we're, covering gaming culture is just something that we're going to do anyway. And because what's half of our conversations on the phone anyway? Did you see this? What level did you
watch the Book of Stupid Facts?
So we decided to turn our regular conversations into a podcast, about, all these different cultures and fandoms and such like that. But the subtitle to our podcast is Two Geeks That Talk About Monsters. But our Discord is Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe. So we talk about, sci-fi books, other games, the Wu-Tang Clan, music, which is a huge driver in sci-fi. Like, how many of these theme songs are so iconic?
Can we just say, just for the record, the greatest composer of our generation is Giacchino, and I'll fight anybody who says otherwise.
But even like a game like Genshin Impact, the music is so amazing, so rich, and adds so much to the game. And I really want to shout, I don't know right offhand the composers or the audio team behind Genshin, but when hey babe, no, you're fine. You're totally fine. Finally get you on camera, but
they'll never know.
They'll never. But that's the music in a lot of these games are so Halo, like the theme for Halo, because obviously there's going to be a TV series about the Halo universe and such like that. But look at so many.
If Nathan Fillion isn't an ODST on that show, I'm going to be angry.
We don't want angry Lights, but Lightstar has no reason to be angry anymore. He got some amazing pulls in both Genshin and Summoners, which
truth,
which is I can't stress enough how rare that is. Two, like
ABF.
It is just amazing, and I'm just so happy that he got 2 baller units in 2 different games in one day. That don't happen. That does not happen.
So first, I did notice. I did notice that Rashi Boshi. I immediately bought both of them, and with school, it's just hard for me to find a lot of time to do things, so I tend, if I stream at all on a regular basis, it's usually when I'm playing a game with, like, just some work friends from down here. I will stream whatever FPS we're playing because it's easier and quicker to do.
Right.
But, yes, it is something I bought immediately when it was available. Because I love Monster Rancher. It is wonderful.
Now, Monster Rancher is, if it was originally a PS1 game, I believe they had versions on PS2 and on, I think even PS3, but Monster Rancher is it's similar to Pokemon, but not exactly, because you kind of concentrate on one unit, one,
and you don't lock them up in a small space. They have a yard.
They have a whole yard to roam with, yeah. And you feed them out. And you take them out. You take them to different places, yeah. You can take them to tournaments and such like that. So
now, I will say, there was a game, a Magikarp jump game. I know, this is so stupid. But basically, you're swimming around in an aquarium, and you would feed your Magikarp, and there were, like, feats of strength you could do to improve the stats and all.
Festivus.
It was basically Festivus every day. It was great. Who wouldn't love that? Who would not love?
But yeah, Monster Rancher,
and you can scold them. Yeah, that's what was great about like wagging my finger at you there.
Gave them jobs. They could be, but anyway. But their jobs, help with their stats and stuff like that.
I liked the third one the best, which was circus related.
Circus, yeah, you could teach them circus tricks.
I don't know why. That one was my favorite.
It was very cool. So Monster Rancher was one of the games. We played Madden together. We played DOA 3 Wars that we used to have.
I'll never forget the first time he beat me at Madden after months and months.
After months and months, because I
am so hard.
Ran out the room screaming. That's how happy I was. I'm pretty sure
his shirt came off. He ran all the way across like the upper deck.
Oh yeah.
Back. Oh, it was great.
Ran out the room screaming. It was hysterical.
Great.
But those are the good times that we had playing video games, and those are the times that we definitely want to share with our audience and our community and such like that. But actually, it was, even though I'm in media and I was a media major and worked in a couple. It was Ken's idea to have the podcast and the show and and start streaming and such like that. So it was really his brainchild to do all of this. So I was all for it. I thought it was a great idea. It was a great stress reliever. For maybe an hour or so in the week. I can be, basically be a kid again, and with my best bud and nerd out and geek out on some video games and some fandom and such like that. So this is my escape.
And it gave us more of an excuse to talk on the regular basis, considering, like most people, we kind of we're down to monthly conversations at that point. Yeah, because when you're not physically around one another, It is hard to maintain those friendships. But and we've made it happen, Captain.
We've definitely are the antithesis, because I've over the years you lose contact with people, but I wasn't going to lose contact with this guy. It just wasn't,
because he beat me at Madden. He didn't want me to forget.
I didn't want you to forget.
But he's like, you son of a bitch.
But this was just a great outlet that that we have, and we just wanted to share it with the rest of the world, by way of the podcast. And
Rashi happy you got some mystical scrolls.
Oh yeah.
In your drops in the Giants run.
Oh, I did?
Always be farming.
Always be farming. Let's see what I got. Oh.
I'm farming in 2 places at once.
Which are you...
I'm working my heroic Toa and while I'm farming Necro. Because, we need some will runes. My runes came out really nice, though. I can't even complain. Probably not this week, because we're trying to... be quick, but there's a clock right there.
Oh yeah, but which units did you get? In Summoner's War.
So Summoner's War, it was early in the day. So I tend to go to work by about 6 in the morning, and before I went to work, I was just like, oh well, what should I do? And I had just enough for 3 exclusive Summoning Stone summons. And I was like, why not? Why not? Let's try it out. Let's do this. And yeah, I, by some miracle, on my second summon in the exclusive summoning stones, I got Okinos, which was Fire Sea Emperor, which was one of my more desired units. And, yeah, I was just floored. And then then I told AJ, later in the day, Aztec, sorry. I told Aztec later in the day that I was, we both had almost identical experiences in Genshin Impact, which was, thank you, Rashiboshi, which was, we both lost, in Genshin, if you summon up to 90, you're guaranteed one of the 5 stars. If you're doing the specialty banner, you're guaranteed a 50-50 chance of getting the character that's featured. And we were both going for Ganyu.
Right.
And I lost my 50-50, and I got Kichi. Chi-Chi.
Yep.
Who was...
Little zombie girl.
Which was somebody I really wanted. So, wasn't angry, wasn't unhappy at all, but I was like, well, that pretty much put a death nail in it. Your notifications are still popping up.
Oh, okay.
I just thought I'd warn you.
Yeah.
But we both pretty much had resigned ourselves to the fact that we were not going to get Ganyu like we wanted. And we were both understandably saddened by this realization. Because Ganyu is one of the most baller units you could possibly have in Genshin. She is so broken with her damage. And also, I already use a lot of cryo characters. So, the fact that she just makes cryo characters do even more damage. And then we both got Zhao recently.
Yep.
It's just we were like, okay, well, I guess we're still fine. He got Mona, which was amazing. She's one of the characters I want because she's one of the major AoE water DPS in that game.
Right.
But
you can team up. You can have 4 people to a team, so both Ganyu and Mona work very well together, which is wonderful.
To just lock down everybody. Yep. Yeah, it's amazing. But at 27 summons into the 90 to get to Mercy again. I got Ganyu on the same day that I got Okinos. And I was just like, because I had told him, I'm like, well, it's unprecedented that you ever get anything before like 60.
Seriously.
And I'm like, and I'm not going to hit 60 before the banner's gone, I'm sure. Yeah. And sure enough, nope. Hit it, got it. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then this one, like, what? Yesterday, right?
Yeah, I want to say yesterday, yeah.
Or the day before. But, it was about the same. Like, he was in the low, 20s, 30s with his summons. And he also pulled Ganyu. So, out of
luck.
Nowhere, we managed to both get the things we wanted. Yeah. Impossibly odded.
And the rates are, under 1% to pull any of these units.
Yeah, it was... For Summoner's War context, it was like pulling both the same L&D Nat 5 together.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. Basically, that was how lucky we were.
Yeah, so
thank you. It's okay to be clueless about Genshin. We don't mind.
But so we both got some awesome luck in both Genshin and, Lightstar in Summoners War also. So, I mean, this is going to be a relatively short episode. We just kind of wanted to do, a recap of, some of the history, behind the show. We're going to do couple of summons, by way of some... Oh, yeah. Sure.
Always be farming,
Always be farming.
ABF.
So, once Lightstar knocks out this particular floor, we're going to do some summoning. It's just a tradition that we have on the show. We'll shoot out some...
And can't we all just say how much we're enjoying that neither of us nor our gameplay is frozen right now?
Yeah, right. This is actually
very
smooth.
I'm not putting down Jersey's Wi-Fi or nothing here. I don't want to start no trouble, but
everything's working properly as it should. For once. So we're happy about that.
Wait, hold on. We should do a disco lighting, right? Hold on.
Of course.
I can figure this out there, and yeah, that's disco lighting.
There we go.
All right. Sorry, I'm out of control.
Out of control, but we just kind of wanted to catch up, of course, in person, and actually have a show where there's no distance between us, which is amazing, and really really helpful for But regardless, Lightstar just took care of this floor with, no problem. We'll knock out
Sylvia
some summons.
Curry.
In addition, Lightstar is saving up for his birthday summons, which is next month. So, of course...
But I'm going to open one L&D in honor of Aztec being here, because,
Now I feel... I felt special before, but now it's like, next level. Next level special,
Yeah.
Awesome.
Are you noticing you're backwards now?
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It happens all the time. Happens all the time.
So awesome. Anyway.
That's why I always giggle when you point at me.
When I point at you,
because you're always pointing. I'm like, it's fine, whatever. They get the general idea.
They get the
general idea.
Excellent. So, as tradition, I always count down before we summon.
He does.
This is going to be really in sync since we're actually in the same zip code. So 3, 2, 1, and summon.
Come on. Give me something. Okay, I got lightning, so...
You got lightning already.
Okay, String Master. Okay, skill ups. I should build one of those someday, huh?
One of these days.
Oh, look, I got lightning again.
We'll get around to it. See, the Lightstar luck is rolling.
Hey, look, I got 5-star. Come on, it's Sekhmet. I have Sekhmet, but she is getting crystalled so fast. It's going to hurt her just how fast she gets crystalled.
Oh, it's going to be like...
I forgot. This is something else that was updated. I'm actually going to go to the shop.
What's up?
So when you get a 5-star, they have this pack that you can get a Devilman, 3 5-star Rainbowmon, and 15 Red King Angelmon.
So you have an option instead of just
level
crystalline.
15. No, this is just a booster pack that you can buy for 1,000 crystals. So we love that. I actually bought it once. I actually think it's pretty good value, actually. As far as crystals go, I mean, considering how often you get like 5 stars, I mean, let's see, 3 more, and then my L&D. Okay, and more lightning. See, I'm keeping them right next to me anymore for the summon stuff. This is great.
A little bit of the Aztec luck is running. I have not gotten lightning as yet. Just so we know.
Here we go.
Oh, yep, and that's all for my mystical.
No lightning for my L&D. So sad. A harpy. Okay, well, we have 1 million of those. Anywho.
Excellent. So that about really wraps it up. We are going to finally go out and get some food together, which hasn't happened in like 1,000 years. Just want to thank all of
Thank you, Rashiboshi, for granting my future crystals. She's taken one for the team. Poor dupe Sekhmet.
I feel so bad for Sekhmet. She's going to be...
Oh, my one is like really well built.
She's going to be Han Solo'd so fast.
Look at my Sekhmet.
Oh, excellent. Come on, skill ups.
No Devilmon.
Come on, skill ups.
No, anyway. No Devilmon.
Just kidding. Yeah, new episodes every Saturday. Reach out to us, mrgtsw@gmail.com, at Rancher's Guide on Twitter, Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe on our Discord, mrgtsw on YouTube.
Thanks, Rashiboshi.
Yeah, definitely want to shout out Rashiboshi. What's it?
He said it was a sexy amount of scrolls I had saved up.
Absolutely. So, yeah, once Life Star's birthday rolls around, we're gonna, do a special show, doing popping all of his scrolls and such like that. But yeah,
massive disappointment, most likely.
Hopefully not.
But here we are. Here we are.
Fingers crossed, of course. And
look at that transmog on Sekhmet. I mean, that is a great transmog.
Who you want to shout out this week?
Rashiboshi, everybody else who's lurking and watching, thank you.
Absolutely.
This guy right here. Look what I could do. I grabbed him.
Yeah, right.
Leo and Danny for sharing her husband with me in person for
once,
this time.
Yeah.
And just everybody in the community who we've met, who keeps us playing this game, who keeps supporting us in doing this, even if we only had one of you watching, it would be eminently worth it to me because we have a lot of fun just getting to chat and hang out. So thank you.
I wanted to have a big shout out to United Airlines because they got us here safely. They were able to give us a later flight when we really, really needed it, and I wish I remember the young lady's name who we spoke to and really went above and beyond on waiving certain fees. She had to charge us for maybe change, but she waived like almost everything else, just to make sure that we got here with enough time to handle all the business that I needed to do. So really big shout out to United. Big downvote to Expedia because they were jerks, but always book directly with your airline. That's my advice for the week.
If I could tell you about Expedia local experts,
woo!
Oh man, you that'd be a whole nother episode. Me complaining about Expedia local experts just giving the wrong information.
Randy Savage elbow to them. So that about wraps it up for this particular episode. Everybody live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Live long and prosper.